Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Friday, May 2, 2025 are here. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect some romantic pressure and a secret advocate. Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, will keep pushing Hope Logan, Annika Noel, to give Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, another chance. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect Carter to wait for an answer to his text message. Even though Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, desperately wants the CUO for herself, Carter only has eyes for Hope. It's true that Hope dumped the CUO after he made a deal with Forrester Creations. However, Carter is trying to smooth things over and get another chance with Hope. Hope just happened to be with Liam at the time of Carter's text message. Liam still hasn't told Hope that he is dying. Fans watched as Hope paced and thought about Carter's plea. However, she is still uncertain whether she should give him another chance. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for the next episode reveal that Liam will keep pushing Hope to answer Carter's text message. Part of this might be that Hope was getting too close to learning the truth about his inoperable brain tumor. If Hope reunites with Carter, then she won't be so focused on Liam. The other part of it might be that Liam wants to be sure that Hope and Beth Spencer, Jordan Lynn Ariza, have someone to lean on when he's gone. In any case, Liam should just tell Hope the truth and stop obsessing over her love life. Fans might also see more of Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada. With Elektra Forrester, Lania Grace, on Cloud 9 regarding her career, everything seems to be looking up for the designer. However, Luna hasn't given up on Will Spencer, Crew Morrow, and has the help of reformed supervillain Sheila Carter Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown. Will just made a heartful confession to Elektra. With that, along with Elektra's career success, Luna is going to find an opportunity and seize it. Over with John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, and Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Missinswood. They just learned alarming news. The hospital wants Liam back immediately for more tests. If Liam refuses, what happens then? At some point, people are going to find out what's going on with Liam's health. The LA skyline glimmers with the secrets and stories of the rich, beautiful, and emotionally entangled. On this dramatic Friday, The Bold and the Beautiful delivers a twist-filled episode where advocacy, romantic confusion, and veiled threats converge. In a city where loyalty is never guaranteed and love is often a chessboard, three lives stand at a crossroad: Carter, Liam, and Hope. Scene 1. Carter's hidden ally steps out of the shadows. In the sleek offices of Forrester Creations, Carter Walton sits alone in the boardroom, thumbing through legal briefs with an expression that masks more than exhaustion, it hides disappointment. His loyalty to the Forresters has never been questioned, but lately whispers and tensions have made him wonder if he's simply a convenient tool rather than a trusted friend. Unbeknownst to him, someone has been watching. Someone who sees his sacrifices, his steady presence, his silent suffering. Enter Katie Logan. Having kept her distance since their last romantic fallout, Katie walks into the room not as an ex-lover, but as a woman on a mission. I've been hearing things, Carter. About Ridge considering legal restructuring. About your name being left off future expansion plans. What's going on? Carter tries to shrug it off, but Katie presses. Not as a Logan, not as Bill's ex, not even as a Forrester ally, but as a woman who believes in him. She reveals she overheard a conversation between Ridge and Steffi that hinted at cutting Carter out of key strategic decisions. Her eyes flash with anger. You've held this place together more times than I can count. If they're going to sideline you after everything you've done, they'll have to deal with me. Carter is stunned. He hasn't had an advocate in weeks, and certainly not someone willing to challenge Ridge and Steffi. But Katie is ready to go to bat for him, even if it means stirring the pot. She offers to meet with Ridge herself and make the case that Carter is indispensable, not just in contracts and courtrooms, but in the heart of the Forrester brand. And just like that, Carter isn't so alone anymore. Scene 2. Liam turns up the heat on Hope. Meanwhile, at Hope's cabin, the mood is tender but fraught. Liam arrives with a bouquet of her favorite peonies, a gesture straight out of the past. Hope accepts them with a small smile, but her energy is off. She's distant, cautious. Liam, ever the romantic when it comes to Hope, isn't deterred. "I know things have been complicated," he begins, "but I think we're finding our way back to each other." He talks about Beth, about how good it feels when they're a family, about how Hope lights up when she reads bedtime stories. And then, as if by instinct, he grabs her hand and places it over his heart. "This still beats for you, Hope. It always has. Maybe it took too long for me to figure that out, but I know it now. I want us. A real future. No more back and forth." He doesn't say Finn's name, but the reference hangs in the air. Liam has seen the stolen glances, the late-night conversations. He's not blind to the growing spark between Hope and the good doctor, and it's making him desperate. Hope, caught between gratitude and guilt, doesn't immediately respond. She's torn. Liam's intensity makes her uncomfortable, but a part of her yearns for the simplicity of what he offers. "You're the father of my child," she says softly. "I will always love you, but I don't know if it's in the way you need." But Liam leans in, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "Then let me remind you how it used to feel." He kisses her. Softly. Longingly, she doesn't pull away, not at first, but her eyes aren't closed. And in her mind, it's not Liam she's picturing. Scene 3. Hope's private turmoil and a visit from Finn. Later that afternoon, Hope sits alone on the deck, staring out at the forest. The kiss lingers on her lips, not because it was passionate, but because it didn't ignite her. It left her more confused than ever. Enter Dr. John Finn Finnegan, stopping by under the pretense of checking on Beth's allergy prescriptions. But the truth is, he wanted to see Hope, to look her in the eyes, and read what Liam couldn't. "I know I should have called," Finn says, "but I was in the area." Hope smiles, grateful for the distraction, but the tension simmers between them. Finn brings up Sheila, her quiet return to the shadows after the courthouse drama, and how it's left his marriage shaken. Hope listens, but it's clear she's on edge. "Liam kissed me today," she blurts. Finn stiffens. "And how did that feel?" Hope hesitates. "Familiar. Safe. But that's not always the same as right, is it?" She doesn't mention the fantasy playing in her head, the one where she and Finn are together, away from the madness of Steffi's world, the scandals, the family name. She's tried to resist it, but it's gaining momentum. Finn nods, his eyes softening. "You deserve a love that doesn't confuse you. That doesn't make you question your worth, or your instincts." They stand in silence for a beat too long. Then Finn reaches out, gently brushing her arm. "If Liam's putting pressure on you, you don't have to carry that alone." Hope meets his gaze, and for a moment, their lips are inches apart, until the sound of a car door slamming breaks the spell. Beth runs out calling for her mom, and just like that, reality crashes back in. But Hope knows. The choice is coming, and it won't be as simple as Liam wants it to be. Scene 4. Steffi overhears too much. Back at the Cliff House, Steffi Forrester returns from a Forrester International Zoom call and checks her phone. A notification from their security app shows Finn visited Hope's cabin. Again. Curious turns to suspicion, and suspicion turns to a slow simmering rage. She replays recent conversations with Finn, how distracted he's been. The way he avoids talking about their intimacy. The silence when she brings up Liam or Hope. Her instincts, as fierce as they are finely tuned, tell her the emotional lines between Finn and Hope are blurring far too fast. And Steffi does not do betrayal. She calls Thomas, interrupting his design meeting. "We might have a Hope problem." Again. But this time, it's Naku who's in her crosshairs. Thomas is intrigued. Steffi doesn't give details, only that she's going to find out just how far Hope is willing to go to find comfort. Scene 5. Katie corners Ridge. In the final scenes of the episode, Katie storms into Ridge's office at Forrester Creations, fire in her eyes and a dossier of Carter's contributions in hand. "You're making a mistake," she tells Ridge. "Carter's been your ride or die, and now you're shoving him to the margins? That's not leadership, that's short-sighted." Ridge deflects, saying he's only considering structural changes for efficiency, but Katie doesn't let up. "You can't build a fashion empire on betrayal. And you can't keep Carter loyal if you keep treating him like a second-class partner." Ridge looks stunned. Katie rarely goes to war for anyone outside her immediate family. But her passion is palpable. You need someone who knows the law, understands integrity, and actually cares about this company. You need Carter, Ridge. And for the first time in a long while, Ridge listens, really listens, not because Katie's right about business, but because she's right about people. Cliffhanger Friday ending, a confession looms. As the episode closes, Hope stands by the window of her cabin, Beth asleep inside. The night is quiet, too quiet. She picks up her phone and opens a new message. To Finn. "We need to talk, alone." She stares at the words for a long time, then hits send. Final teasers. Carter may soon be offered a role he didn't expect, not just as COO, but as a moral compass in a company on shaky ethical ground. Liam won't take Hope's hesitation well. A romantic gesture gone wrong next week may spark a confrontation he can't control. Hope faces a reckoning of the heart. But will either man be the right choice for her future? And Steffi's surveillance might soon explode into the kind of drama only the bold and the beautiful can deliver. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTFULUPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.